If you're over 30 and you don't have a stable job, you're not married, you don't own a house, no kids, no clue where your life is heading, you feel like you're falling behind in life, you need to hear this, because this is not just a video, this is your turning point. This is the moment everything starts changing. This is the start of your comeback. You are not broken, you're not alone, you're not worthless, you're not a failure. I know the silence at night. I know the voice in your head that says everyone is ahead of you. I know how it feels like to scroll through Instagram and wonder, how did they figure it all out and I didn't? This video is for you, and I promise by the end of the video, you will see your story differently. What you're experiencing is more common than you think, and it doesn't mean that your story is over. In fact, it might just be the beginning. There's a quiet pain that hits after 30. Everyone else seems to be moving on. Weddings, promotions, baby announcements, buying house, cars. Meanwhile, you're just stuck. Your parents might not say it, but you can feel the disappointment. Your friends don't get it because they're busy living that normal life. And no one's talking about this, but I will, because I have been there too. In fact, currently I am in that stage of life where I have nothing figured out. I know the confusion, I know the shame, I know the uncertainty, I know what it feels like when every birthday feels like a reminder that you're still not there. But let me tell you something, that pain you're feeling, the discomfort, the uncertainty, it's not a sign of failure. It's proof that you're meant for more. It's the pressure that forges diamond. It's life nudging you to rewrite your story. It's the beginning of your comeback. There's a unique kind of loneliness that hits after 30, when your feed is full of wedding photos, house keys, car keys, baby showers, and new job announcements, and you're sitting there trying to figure out how to pay the rent. People ask you questions like,
"So, what do you do now?"
"When are you settling down? When are you getting married?" And you smile, but inside you're screaming, "I don't know." You feel like time is running out, like you missed the train. But here's the truth no one tells you. There's no train. There's no perfect timeline. And you are not late. You were taught there is a timeline to life. We have been sold this life script. Graduate by 22, career by 25, married by 30, house and kids by 35, retire by 60. And if you miss a checkpoint, you start to panic. But here's the thing. That timeline was made for a world that doesn't exist anymore. And life doesn't care about your schedule. We are living in a timeline where industries change overnight, where dating apps have replaced real conversations, where rent is sky high and mental health is at an all-time low. If you're struggling, it's not because you're lazy, it's because the system has changed and nobody gave you the new rule book. But that's not an excuse. It's a chance to rewrite your own rules. It's an opportunity to start fresh. It's an invitation to thrive. Do you know how many people found their path after 30? Oprah got her first break at 32. Stan Lee created Spider-Man at 39. Colonel Sanders started KFC at 65. Morgan Freeman didn't get his breakout role until 52. These people were not behind, they were becoming. Consider J.K. Rowling. She was suicidal, broke, a single mom. Then everything changed. At 30, J.K. Rowling was at her lowest point. No money, no job, a failed marriage, a baby to raise alone, and depression so deep, she considered ending her life. Society called her a failure. Her own thoughts told her she was worthless. But she didn't stop. She believed in one thing, her story. That belief changed everything. The 13th publisher finally said yes. That story became Harry Potter, a book that saved millions of kids and adults and turned her into the first billionaire author in history. Here's the truth they won't tell you. Rock bottom is not the end. It's the beginning of becoming someone no one saw coming. You don't need a perfect timing or a million followers or anyone's approval. You just need a reason to keep going and the courage to not quit when it gets dark. Because sometimes the greatest stories are born in the darkest chapters. There are people right now, your age or older, starting from zero and winning. You're not too late, you're not too old. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. The only difference now is what you do next. Stop treating your life like a competition. This is not a race to the finish line. You're not behind in life because someone else's journey is different from yours. You're not failing because you're still figuring it out. In fact, you're doing something most people are scared to do. You're waking up, you're pursuing your passion, you're breaking free from the norm, you're questioning, you're pausing, you're searching. And that's where the real growth begins. Because the truth is, some people check every box, the job, the marriage, the kids, the house, and still feel empty inside. You still have a blank canvas, and that's terrifying, yes, but it's also powerful. You're not late, you're in the middle of your becoming. And becoming takes time because becoming is not a deadline. It's a journey, it's messy, it's painful, but it's also powerful. Now, if no one gave you the new rule book, let me give you mine. 1. Your job is not your identity. You can reinvent yourself at any moment. Start learning, start building, explore fitness, freelancing, content creation, tech. The options are endless now. 2. Relationships are not linear. Love is not a checklist. It's not too late to find someone, but focus on building you first. Confidence is magnetic. 3. You don't need a house to feel secure. Build mental stability first. Small habits and peace. That's the real home. 4. You're not broken. You're healing. You're evolving. You're figuring it out. And if today all you did was survive, that counts. Now, what to do if you feel lost? Here's what I want you to do. Start small. Write down one small goal. Just one. Something doable in the next 24 hours. Maybe it's updating your resume, walking 10 minutes. One daily habit, one healthy meal, one job application, one journal entry. Don't chase transformation, build it. Stop comparing your life to others' highlight reels. Most people are lying with filters and captions. Real growth is quiet. It's invisible at first. Cut out one toxic input. Social media comparison, an energy draining friend, you don't need it. Say this out loud. I'm not behind, I'm rebuilding. Say it every day. And start acting like your future self is counting on you, because they are. Invest in yourself like your life depends on it. Read, move your body, meditate, learn a skill, learn a new language. Watch and learn something from free courses. There are many platforms like Coursera, Udemy. Apply to the things you feel unqualified for. You're more capable than you think. Rebuild your confidence through actions. Confidence is not a feeling. It's a side effect of keeping promises to yourself. Find your spark. What excites you? Start exploring content creation, tech, art, beauty, fitness, freelance, remote work. The world has never had more options. You're not stuck. You're just in between who you were and who you're becoming. If you feel like your life is over because you haven't figured it all out by 30, that's not the end. That's the fog before the breakthrough. You're in the chapter of your story that no one talks about. The chapter that's messy, scary, and uncertain. But this is where everything changes if you keep going. So here's what I want you to remember. You're not failing, you're awakening. You're not broken, you're rebuilding. You're not lost, you're about to find something deeper. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just need to keep showing up every day, every step. If this video found you at the right moment, I'm glad, because I made it for the person I used to be. The one who felt like they were wasting their time. The one who felt like they were wasting their life. The one who felt like they were falling behind in life. But now I know better, and I want you to know better. You have got time, you have got potential, and most importantly, you have got a bright future. And if this video spoke to you, share it with someone who needs to hear this. Comment and let someone know that they are not alone either. If you have found this video helpful, then smash the like button. Share this video with someone who needs to hear this. Let's build a community of late bloomers, dream chasers, and people who refuse to give up. And remember this, your timeline is your own, and your story is just getting started. If you like this video, then consider subscribing for more such videos. That's a wrap. This is Ananya signing off with a big virtual high five. Keep shining, keep striving, Excelsior. At an all-time low. We are living in a timeline. The beginner. You. rock bottom. The job, the marriage, the